It's multi Doctor Strange madness
Multiverse
level. Weird.
Man, Joe, do I smell love in the air or what, dude? This is the most unlikely news that I could even imagine.
Yeah, hey, I didn't expect anything from this guy.
Oh my god. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Helmut Marko, of all people, came out in defense of Lewis Hamilton with regard to the jewelry ban. Did the Earth's poles reverse itself? Did the Earth start spinning backwards? Like, what is
the
going
earth
on?
the earth is turning upside down, man. 'Cause it's like when I saw the news, I'm like, wait, is it really Herman Marco or Herman something else?
I mean, wow, after like years of this guy just berating, picking on him, commenting on every little damn thing that he does, all of a sudden Helmut Marko defends Lewis Hamilton? Like, it makes no sense to me.
All of a sudden, Herman Marco support Lewis Hamilton on the jewelry, man. It's like, what is going on?
So, if you guys haven't seen it, for those of you guys who are in the U.S., then our UK viewers have probably maybe seen it. But the Express, in England is reporting that Helmut Marko actually came out in support, and his official words were, "I think we have enough other things to worry about. We must accept and respect the individuality of each driver. Do I side with Hamilton? Yes, I do. And this is my honest opinion."
Wow. Wow. Wow, man.
This is especially interesting because the guy has been picking on the very things that make Hamilton kind of an individual, like his fashion choices, lifestyle, piercings, etc. Throughout,
Even the retirement announcement.
yeah,
Like, Herman Marco actually says, "Oh, he should just retire last season."
dude. I mean, he's literally taken every opportunity and then some to assault this guy, and all of a sudden, over the jewelry ban, he's like, "I stand with Hamilton." Like, what is
I don't
going
get
on?
it. Like, I generally don't get it. I mean, it feels weird to see him support Hamilton like this.
Seriously.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
It's okay. Let's take like a few seconds to talk about the jewelry ban. Okay,
Yeah,
like the jewelry ban on some level has always been there. It's just been a rule that hasn't been enforced, right? And I get it. They're making the argument that if you're wearing pieces of metal, it can induce more harm to you in the case of a fire. It can present, different sort of obstacles to your general health and safety. Mm-hmm. I get it. And principally speaking, I don't disagree, actually, right? Like, I wear a ring with the head of a wolf on it. And actually, this had the ears kind of like stick forward, and they get caught on things, and my pants. And if I graze somebody, let's say if I were to backhand smack somebody, these would actually like leave scratches, like no questions asked, right? And if I were to wear this ring while playing basketball, which can be a contact sport,
yeah.
then I am presenting a danger to the other players, And in a lot of sports, we see general like jewelry bans like hockey. Again, I used to play hockey. They may let you have an earring, but it's generally not recommended because under the helmet, the backside of the earring could actually like puncture you in case you get body checked or whatever. So generally speaking, jewelry and sports kind of don't go hand in hand, right? But apparently Hamilton does have some, like a nose ring or a nose stud that can't be removed or can't easily be removed. And the reality is, okay, if that's the case, let him. I mean, it's not doing anything under the mask, realistically speaking, you know? And he's already wearing like a fireproof balaclava, you know, beneath the mask. So, I mean, well, maybe not fireproof, but fire retardant, you know, balaclava. But it does seem arbitrary that after so long of not enforcing it, all of a sudden the FIA has opinions.
I feel like, I remember I told you about this few days ago. We were discussing about this jewelry ban. I feel like FIA has put in their priority wrong.
Of course, yeah. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, and I feel like they should prioritize something else other than... I mean, of course, the jury has to be looking into, but it's not the first priority. It's not.
Yeah.
And it's just not because... the priority needs to be race and fair competition focus on the Formula One race.
100%.
And also, it seems like all of a sudden they want to do jewelry ban, like so all of a sudden, like this 2 weeks. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it feels personal. It feels like FIA wants to get rid of someone that is wearing jewelries, or wants to penalty someone that is wearing jewelries, and you guys know who wears jewelry the most.
There's really only one driver. Who wears jewelry.
And then he happened to be black, and he happened to be a 7-time world champion.
Yep.
I don't know. That just feels personal, and having Helmut Marko says that he supports Lewis Hamilton, it's actually quite of heartwarming, I would say.
Yeah,
from that side. Yeah.
Very, very strange, you know. I agree. If I want to go on a sort of like conspiracy, you know, kind of perspective, it's just very interesting that, you know, they get rid of like the We Are One or We Race as One campaign, right?
Yeah.
You can't kneel before the races,
which is something that it's
all stuff that Lewis Hamilton personally like spearheaded.
And which is something that is very stupid to ban that kind of stuff.
Thank you, right? Then they go for the jewelry ban, number 3. And then just last week, we reported that, you know, Mohammed Ben Sulayem is talking about bringing Massey back, right? Like, if you're wearing a conspiracy hat, it definitely...
And then if you can see the pattern here, like, somebody do something, especially they want Hamilton to be the role model of Formula One, and he do something... If I disagree with him, and then they banned him. And then he do something again if I disagree with him, and then he banned him again.
Yeah.
And again, and again. You see the pattern here? It's like, it's personal. It feels personal.
It does. It's certainly, at the very least, it smells of impropriety. For sure.
And from last season, it already feels personal. It already feels like this whole situation is one big conspiracy, one big package of, quote-unquote, getting rid of Lewis Hamilton.
And the thing is, I can't even really argue it that much, to be honest. It's just like,
it just feels that way.
Yeah.
It really feels that way.
whether it's intentional or not, it definitely feels very, very targeted to casual observers without knowing the inner workings of some of these decisions. But I agree with you. At the end of the day, the number one priority, especially after Saudi Arabia 2021, should be the fair adjudication of the races.
Oh,
And
Abu Dhabi.
Abu
2021.
Dhabi, yes. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, my apologies. But yeah, no, it should be the fair adjudication of the races and the consistency of the application of the rules for racing.
Yeah.
FIA, you guys have not gotten out of that shitstorm yet. I'm sorry, but you're not through it. Just because you had 5 races so far, 6 for the most part, that haven't had any bad calls, doesn't mean you're out of the woods and you can move on to other business yet.
Right. Right.
Focus on doing your primary role as the FIA first, then worry about the ancillary sort of concerns of safety, and the reality is, in this particular case, the jewelry ban only affects one person, doesn't affect the whole grid at all.
No, it's only affect
one person.
Hamilton.
Yeah. Just and just maybe let that pass for right now and focus on the rest of the business.
The race.
Yeah.
And focus on the race. Focus on ruling the race. Focus on getting a better race director and fair race director.
Yeah, exactly. And shut your mouth about bringing Massey back. Even
Because
if you're thinking about it, keep it in here. Don't speak it out here.
Yeah. And the more you go after Hamilton, the stronger he's gonna fight back. And you've seen the result of Spanish Grand Prix, Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix.
Yeah.
He fight back hard.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the team needs to support the drivers. They need to upgrade the car, but he fight back. He fight back hard and show the world that he's still the best out there. Show the world that he's still the quickest out there. So there's no way you can get rid of him unless you kill him, I guess. Right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and he says himself that he loved racing. He's not gonna exit the Formula One.
Yeah.
He says that himself in the beginning of the season. So FIA just focus on something else, man.
Yeah, dude. I told you when I was in junior high, for our UK viewers, like, you guys call college what we call high school, and you guys tend to do a little bit more focused education there. So think about your schooling before, college. My school basically used to target students they considered undesirables. And because I had ADD and because, I was not white, for honestly a lack of better way of putting it, they started a campaign against me and my other peers where they would sit there and anything wrong, we'll send you to detention. We'll send you to detention. We'll give you a suspension. And then that way they created a paper trail of violations so then they could kick you out of the school, you know? And it definitely feels that that's what's happening with Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't say they are going to kick him out, but
they said they may ban him from Monaco.
Yeah, but the rules created the situation where it's gonna straight up to Lewis Hamilton, and then he might get banned in Monaco, like you say.
Yeah. So I think that's it for us for this bit of news. It is absolutely nuts. The world has flipped upside down. South is north, north is south.
Dude, the last person who is gonna hit Hamilton has to be Helmut Marko. But hey,
Dude,
what a surprise!
yeah, Joe texted me the other night with this news, and I was just sitting there like,
Dude, I was on my bed ready to sleep, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what is this? Like, what? Helmut Marko support Hamilton? Really?"
So let us know down in the comments what you thought about all of this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the video with your friends. We'd love to hear what other F1 fans have to say about this just mind-blowing turn of events. Like, just crazy news.
it's multi Doctor Strange multiverse
Multiverse
level. Weird.